Hi there. I was asked if I would do a demo of how I created a canvas. Now I have to say that my inspiration for doing this in the first place came from Jane, who's Velocity Beat 1 on YouTube. She's fantastic. She tells me she only restarted crafting and doing things in May of this year, and I really suggest, I'll put a link to her channel down below because she is fantastic what she makes. But anyway, what I'm using is, this is just modelling paste, and this stuff's quite gritty. It says it's fine, but I wouldn't say it's that fine. It does have a lot of bits in it, and this was just out of Lidl. And all I'm doing, this is in a canvas that I picked up. It's an old canvas, it's had something put on it already, so I'm just going over the top of it. And all I do is just, it's like cementing it on really, and all around the sides, all over the top. And I think it was Tina that was asking about this, so here you go Tina, I'm showing you how I do it. There's just a spatula that I'm using, and I just load on the spatula and I'll load it on the top and just sort of trowel it on the side. I don't really want it on the back, I'll clean that off in a minute, but all I did was go around this just to cover all over the frame. And this is how I got the texture on my pink shabby chic one. So the original idea I had was to use a rubber stamp into this modelling paste, but this stuff is way too grainy and the images just didn't work. So I went for option 2, which I will just show you in a second because I'll have to do this bit and this will need to dry overnight. So I will come back tomorrow and show you the next stage. But basically it's not a thick coat, it's a reasonable coat you need, and this stuff that I'm using I got from Lidl, and it was only £2.49 a tub I think. It's a 250ml pot I've got. So it is really grainy, but I like the texture I got on my shabby chic birdcage one, so which I might have shown you before. I'm not sure where it's going to be in this video. It'll be put in somewhere because I'll show it as well in this video, because I've already shown Jane what I came up with thanks to her inspiration. So thank you again Jane, because I had a canvas actually that I'd started and I didn't know where to take it, and when I started watching your videos it just came to me sort of thing, so I knew what I was going to do and I got on with it. So just keep troweling this on. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. It's not an overly thick coat, it is just a covering that I put on it. And I suppose you could try this with any mediums that you have. I've got structured gel and I've got sand textured medium, so I'm sure any of those would actually do. So I'm just going to hook my finger under the canvas here to get this last side done. Sorry it's out of shot at the moment, I know, I'll come back. And this tub's, because this is almost finished, I've gotten like 2 canvas out of that one tub, and I'll probably get a bit more, but it's just scraping it together. And this stuff, it is great fun to play with because you do get such great texture with it, and because this has got quite a lot of it's like a crystally grainy way in this one. I don't know if it's going to pick up. That's me just scraping it on, so I'm not sure if you can see that on there or not. But it does have, it's like little beads that's through this, so it's almost like the sand texture gel that you get the Galleria stuff, because I have some of that. I think Jane, she uses the golden modelling paste, which looks really similar to this but without the chunky bits in it. So I might try it as well because I like the effect of it too. So put that on there, and I'm just covering this over basically. And this one I'm going to do, I think this one's going to be different to the first one. I fancy trying darker colours and something other than pink, because a lot of my projects have been really pink this last while, and as much as I do like the shabby chic look, I would like to try something different. So I'll try it with this one maybe and see how I get on. Right, so you just go around, and I just want a thin coat all the way around this canvas, and this is a narrower canvas than the birdcage one I've done, so I just want to wipe this off, and I'll show you. This is an old canvas, it's been one that's, I don't even think it was one of mine, it's possibly one my husband's picked up or someone's given me to do something with, so I'll just go over all the edges here. And it just ends up kind of looking like a frosted Christmas cake. So that's it. No, it doesn't have to be too smooth or exact on the top. It's just as it is on it. I did gesso this canvas as well before I started, and it was just the, I have some gesso, and it's just the stuff from the works that I picked up, that's what it is. So, and it was only like $3.99 a tub, because it's all great fun in this, but the Galleria stuff and the Bob Ross and all these mediums and gessos and that can be quite expensive. And I haven't started with expensive stuff because I'm still playing, so I thought if I like playing with the cheaper stuff, it'll save me money. So we'll see how I get on. And like I say, this stuff was in Lidl. They had it just for about a week, I think it was. So I pick up quite a few things from Lidl, and wherever's the cheapest to get it from. So that's it covered. And Tina, that's all I did. And then, this is going to sound really, really stupid, but once I've sort of spread it out, because I just want an even coverage, all I'm going to go over and do is lift it. Now what I did the first time round was I did actually take a rubber stamp, and it was my poinsettia style one, and I did try, like Jane does, stamping onto this modelling paste, but it really, really didn't work. So I'm just not going to bother trying to have to clean my stamp after this, so I'm just going to stipple it, because this modelling paste is quite gloopy and thick. It stands and you get the peaks just come up themselves. So I think all I'm going to go for on this one is just a rough stippled effect, and I'm not sure if I can, if I put on more whether I can get it to stand up. Like I say, I have no idea what I'm doing with this stuff, I'm just playing. Hi, okay, I'm back. I'm in a nice mess. I started videoing this last night, so I've come back and it's dried off, and when I left you last night you would have seen it, that it was just all textured. Left it to dry, and I've come in, actually before I went home last night, what I did was I wasn't sure what colour I was going to go for, so what I took was the Egyptian blue, and that again is the Cosmic Shimmers Glimmer Mist. I took that and sprayed it all over, and then I came back this morning and I changed my mind. So what I did then was I went for my antique green, and it's a vintage shimmer mist as well. So I took that, and what I ended up doing was I have a bottle that I'd made up of my own white pearl mix that I used on the other canvas. So there's still a little bit of white pearl in this. So what I did was I decided I wanted to make this a browny and greeny, a darker coloured one. So what I did was I added in a little bit more of the white pearlescent liquid acrylic. So I added some of that in. And I also added to it the Distress ink refill, the walnut stain, and just a little bit of water. So I sprayed well it was all green, I sprayed it first, the antique green I think it is. Did I just say that? Yeah. Sprayed it with the antique green and dried it off, and then I've taken it and sprayed it again with my mix that I made up with the pearl white and the walnut stain. And then what I did was I went in and I added more walnut stain to this to get it darker again, because I don't know if that's going to pick up the shimmer that's on that, but it is lovely when it's done. Probably not actually. But I wanted it a bit darker, so I've added in more walnut stain, and I'm just going to go into the corners again with this. As you can see, and all I'm doing is spraying it on, because I just want the darker coloured edges. I've gone right around the edge of the canvas, so I didn't see any point in doing all this and letting you watch me dry the shimmer mist. So it's just like that I've done, and that's quite thick. I just want an even, I just want it to blend nicely so that it's not, that's better, that's more the colour I'm after I think. So I will dry this. Hi folks, I'm back. I have gone and gathered together some more things. This is dry now, and it's come up a beautiful, I don't know if that's going to show on camera very well, but it's come up a lovely browny, silvery, greeny. It's just a really pearlescent-y, it's a lovely colour, and the edges are quite dark, and they're quite an unusual kind of colour, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'll leave that like that I think. This is just a different kind of colour for me, for a change, because I'm normally doing, well, quite a lot of pinks and stuff. So what I've done is I've gathered together some flowers, and again I've just misted them with some, I mixed up some more of this mist, which is the walnut stain Distress ink, some of the pearlescent white acrylic, and some water. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see the shimmer that's put on these flowers, but they've come up gorgeous. These were white to start with, so I've shimmered them and they've come a nice brown colour which tones in. I've got other flowers here, yep, these were little white budded ones that I've also glimmer misted, and I have left them to dry as well, so they've got a mix of the white and the brown through them. Don't know if I'm going to use all this stuff I've gathered together, but we'll see. The other thing I did was I took some of my white lace and I misted that with the brown as well, just to get it all in the same colour tones. So it has been misted, it does have a bit of a shimmer to it, don't know if I'm going to use it yet. Other thing, I've gathered up some papers as well I think I might use, I'm not sure. This is the DCWV, and this is the Mart Stacks, and this is out of the Marsopia collection, I think, and that one's out of the Once Upon a Time, and that's just a text background, and that's just butterflies with a bit of gold accents on it. This one is DCWV again, and it's the Tattered Times paper stack, and look at that, I've taken the bottom one of this one's here, and it's kind of, not actually sure what it is, bottles and electrical things, so I thought I would use that on the bottom, and as you can see I've tattered the edges. So all I'm going to do now is just, I'm going to take some of my the vintage photo around the edges of this, just to darken the edges of that down. I don't want the white standing out quite as much as that. I've just actually re-inked my ink pad today, so it seems to be working away not too bad. I've heard some folks saying that they don't work quite so well once they've been re-inked, but we shall see what happens with this one. I'm just going to ink around so you can see what I'm doing here. This is quite a different colour for me actually. I do like the, hoping to get a kind of steampunky kind of, just a different feel to my shabby chic pinky way. So I'll go for this and see how I get on. Just go down the edges. I think pad's getting quite worn out here. Not too bad. I think there's actually bits of paper coming off that I've distressed. I just used the Tim Holtz distress tool around the edges. You can just use your scissors as well. I've used them, but I picked up a distress tool as well, so it just makes it a bit easier. Around the edges here. And I might actually just tone the top of this as well, because it's quite grey and black, just to get it more of the brown colour. I probably shouldn't be laying this down on top of the canvas, but it's just a light pressure all over it, just to kind of colour that area brown rather than black. That seems to be colouring in okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that one will go on down the bottom here. Got some lace that I might actually lay in below and turn the lace this way around, I think. Possibly. Don't want to go down the edge for this, or just to the edge. I've also got some Crafty-Emblies, and this is the mesh, like the wire, is it? I've got that, and I've just toned this up, and you can see that, and it's got some copper, gold and green ingot on it, just to give it a different colour. Because there's such a mix of colours in the canvas, I thought I would try and mix this a bit as well. I had some odd bits of lace as well, which I thought I might just add in for a bit more texture and lift in this. I'm just playing when I have no idea what I'm doing with this. It might be nothing like this when I'm done. I've got some cream trim that I might ink up a bit more to get darker, I think. That in along there. And then I've got a Crafty-Emblies steampunk heart. And what I've done with this is just some cereal packet, and I've cut out some of the Tim Holtz cogs, and I've embossed them with the Stampendous is that Frantage embossing powders, and it was actually the aged gold one that I used. These are brilliant, I like them. So I've got that there. I'm not sure, I really don't know what I'm doing with this, so I'm just going to come on and see what's going to happen. Don't know, I really don't know, so I'm just going to play around a bit. I've also taken some of these wings because I like them. I want to use them, but I'm not actually sure which way to do it. I like the heart, and I like a few different bits here. So what this might end up with, goodness only knows. I've gone for quite a lot of Crafty-Emblies bits and bobs here, just because I like them. I've got flowers and different things that I've made. Some of them will fit in, maybe some of them won't. Some leaves. I think I like this darker colour for the flowers. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this at all. I need something in the middle. Will it be? What will it be? I'm not sure. This was me playing again with some of the embossing powders. I know this is probably upside down to you, but I need it this way around just to work out how I'm going to do this all out. It's too flat. I want more depth to it, I think. this across the corner. See what I reckon. Although I textured the canvas, I just wanted to have a bit of depth as well. I don't want it too flat, just a bit different. I need to watch my time, so I might have to come back and do this again because I have to go pick up the kids. So let's see how we get on with this. And all I do with it, distresser, sorry, I don't know if you were seeing what I was doing there actually. I rub it in quite hard. I'm not trying to teach you all how to suck eggs, but this is how I work mine quite a lot. And because I've got this rough edge, I'll just rub it down a bit so it's not quite and then I'll just take in, I might try the glimmer mist the edges of that, just ties in again. You actually might try that. I'll just do this, I'll do it over my bin. Highly technical I know, but it's quite a dark colour that I've got here. And all I've been using is, I'll maybe just wipe some of it off and make sure it all goes into the, because it's quite a dark colour. And I'll need to leave this to dry now anyway, so, but it's got some of the glimmer mist. I'll just take some of the dollops off. Quite like the colour of that. Yeah. So I'll leave that one to dry. I am going to have to come back later now folks, because I'll need to leave that one to dry. And I also have some text here. The other thing I've got, I was sitting cutting out was some of the graphic 45, but these are kind of Christmassy ones, and I don't really want to go down a Christmas route with this, but I'll just, so I don't know, see if there's anything. I think this is really, there's all the Christmas Emporium selection. I don't think there's anything here. No, it's all really Christmassy. Okay, I'm gonna see, this might be completely different to what I've got, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I've got that flowers, I might look for some green, I don't know, just to pull in some green because I have green in the wings here. Pull in some of the leaves, so brown, gold and green. So the other thing that I've pulled out is some of the Crafty-Emblies words. So there's inspire and enjoy. What was the other one? I've got a glove, but I don't want to use the glove. I've got screw, clock, some odd bits. I have a little crown, and I've got the word dream. I do like that one. And I also have, I think this is a miscut, is it? Key. Right, I'll go and get this dried. I'm going to go and have a look for something else, and I'll be back.